up, guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm actually recording this. I'm actually re-recording this intro because the original one that I did kind of got messed up when I was putting it into the computer. For some odd reason, the file was corrupted and wouldn't play. So we're gonna treat like this is the beginning of the day of going out to go get the props and everything. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna be working on a new helmet. We finished the month of working on Marvel props in the memory of Stan Lee. So back to Power Ranger sexiness. So a lot of people have been asking me, and they've asked me to make another helmet, and they wanted the Lord Drakkon helmet. And I was like, alright, let's make Lord Drakkon, but, I wanted to make a different version, because we've all seen Lord Drakkon here and there and everywhere, and across the pond and everything. But there's a version of Lord Drakkon that hasn't been made yet, or at least I have not seen it anywhere. I've seen pictures of art, I've seen pictures of concept, and not too long ago I found a file of Lord Drakkon Evolution 2, the samurai version, and I was floored. I needed to do this, and I found it online. I will put a link in the description below that way you guys can find it. We're going to be using the magnet system that we used in the previous helmet of the Red Gold Tiger helmet, so that way it's a lot better to take on and pull off and everything. And a lot of people have told me they love the idea about that. It's a lot easier for you guys to use a helmet that can actually be taken off and on and not fiddle with the legend. We don't like to fiddle. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to go down there. We're going to go up there. So let's go. We're going to go to the shop. I don't know what. I'm so freaking hyper. It's about midnight and I'm so freaking hyper. And I haven't even had coffee yet. I'm still on a diet. I just started a new diet just to slim down my face because I'm looking kind of punchy. You know, it's like, I look like poo. So guys, we're gonna go to the store right now. We're gonna see what we're gonna find. And, like I said, this is yesterday, not today. Back to the future. Hurry! Let's go. Oh, and so you guys know, when I did 3D print this helmet, I kind of decided to break it up into several different pieces. Like, I'm talking about 5, 6 pieces. You'll see what I mean when you look at it. I basically have a puzzle right now. I have a big printer, but the way I printed it, I just want to do it just to save on supports. Yeah. Let's go. Alright guys, I think I found the paint I'm looking for. It is a bright gold, and 15 minutes or less it dries. So, since we're living in a warm area here in Puerto Rico, I'm guessing it'll be pretty dry. So I can do several different coats of this within a day, so that's a lot good. You know, be able to finish this within time limits to get these videos out for you guys, because editing takes a lot of hours. So let's get to this. Let's take this home and see if we can find some flat black of the same kind and some white. That's what we need. We need some white. So let's go look again on this side. Alright guys, I found another one, flat protective enamel. Just because it's a different mark, but it's still going to be good to add to the white to the helmet. That way we don't have to worry about the paint getting stuck to the tape, regardless of even if I let it dry for days. I don't have days, you know. I just want to get this done, show you guys the finished Drakkon Evolution 2 helmet. That way we can see how it looks, and I don't know how it's going to come out, but I'm hoping it's going to come out awesome. Flat protective enamel, even better, flat. Semi-gloss is okay, but it still can get sticky. But this is what we need. We got this, and we have the gold that I'm actually going to pick up right now. Because I have a basket, so I'm going to be paying for these things right now. Then we're going to go head on towards Walmart, see about getting some straps that I need for the top of the helmet to secure it. And also I need to check out for some more Loctite. I know you guys hear me talking about Loctite all the time, but I'm really going to need it for this time, because you're going to see why I'm going to need Loctite. Because I printed this helmet looking like a jigsaw puzzle, literally. So let's go into it right now. So we're back into downstairs under my house, into my little bat cave, I guess you can call it. But we have the pieces. As you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. I actually did cut off the horns of this helmet. because other than that, I would have to use some support material, and I didn't want to waste so much material. So what I just up and did, I decided to take it into mesh mixer, slice off the horns to have them as separate pieces, and print them all separate. So that way, what we're going to do is actually sand the surrounding base area of each part and then glue them all together. But first, what we're going to do is sand every last bit of this before gluing and welding these pieces together. That way I don't have to worry about, you know, not being able to get into these little areas, because obviously, as you can see, if I won't be able to get a sander in here, and trying to sand it by hand, I still wouldn't be able to get all my fingers in there. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to sand this, and it's going to come out good. If you guys want to know what material I use for this one, this is actually inland filament blue. So it actually took about 2 days to print. There were actually a few hiccups here and there, especially with these 3 pieces right here, because I didn't have enough support, so they kind of unhinged and kind of fell off the build plate. So what we're going to be doing is, first we're going to sand everything completely, each and every single one of these parts, and then we're going to sand these sections right here and then glue them all together using my trusty Loctite. You know, we got to use Loctite. That's what I'm using right now. But if Gloop wants to sponsor me or give me a trial vial, I'm not going to argue. You know, I wouldn't mind trying your stuff out on my channel. You know, I hear good things about it. So if you're watching, think about it. So what we're going to do is sand all these bits and pieces first, and then we're going to go into gluing them together, welding them, sealing it, and then, you know, putting a little bit of, you know, spot putty and some Bondo, because in a little bit I'll show you why I need Bondo in some sections more than others. Yeah, you'll see. So what we're going to do is just going to take my trusty, my little palm sander here, and we're going to start sanding. I honestly got to say, this thing is sanding a lot better than I've had in previous sprints. This thing is coming out pretty smooth, pretty fast. I'm really liking that, because this is nice, guys. This is coming out like almost like super smooth right now. Alright guys, so now I'm going to be sanding these by hand. I would use the machine, but when it vibrates, it really kind of hurts my hand. So I'm just going to do the old-fashioned way, sanding by hand, because before the machine, did everything by hand. One good thing about working outside, the breeze that I feel down here takes all the dust and everything away from me, so that's one of the good things I love about working outside. As long as it doesn't rain. Alright, so what we're going to do now is obviously need to put some Bondo here and Bondo here, and that's going to take a few minutes to dry. So I'm just going to jump into that section, that way we'll just have already the Bondo and you guys don't have to wait so long for Bondo to dry, literally. So why don't we just go. Alright guys, so you see, I went ahead and put the Bondo on and sanded it so now it's nice and smooth, because I didn't want you guys seeing me sand. It gets boring, but if you guys do want to see, there's a little section here of me sanding the sections here and of the jawline. So now what we're going to be doing right now is we're just going to take these 2 halves right here, and what we're going to do is actually glue them back together using my trusty Loctite. And a little bit of tape just to secure the pieces together while it dries. Alright guys, so the next thing to do is that we're going to be putting every single one of these with our primer. That way we can fill in all the gaps that we're now missing, because this section right here has more gaps than I would want, because right here, since it was printed, the parts mostly on this section, this part was printed upwards. So the print lines are a little deeper on this, so it needs more filler primer. So this time I actually bought the filler primer 2-in-1 filler and sandable. So it's actually a lot better than the one I was using before that is just filler primer, and it takes a long time to dry, and when you try to sand it, your sandpaper gets a lot of gook on it. So everything is nicely connected together. So we're going to just go in, take it over here. Jeez, you guys got here pretty fast. I guess you guys really wanted to see this. Alright, so we're just going to fill this up a little bit. I'm going to do several different coats, and then do the back of the helmet and the horns separately. That way, after I can sand it one more time, it'll be nice and perfect and nice and smooth. Alright guys, so we have all our pieces here. I put a little bit of body filler on them to just, not body filler, spot filler. I put a little bit of spot filler just to cover up some of the major gaps, and then I'm probably going to put a little bit of Bondo on these sections because they're a little bit deeper because of the welding, how I melt them together. So right now we're just going to sand these pieces, and then I'm going to wet sand them a little bit just to get them a little bit more smoother. But yeah, so we're just going to...
6 hours later.
Alright, so now we have these puppies basically pretty much sanded. What I'm going to do now is wet sand these. It's almost the end of the day. As you guys might tell that the sun is setting already. It's already been the majority of the day. It's already about 4 o'clock. The sun goes down about 5. So I'm going to wet sand these right now real quick, and then I will be right back in the morning to finish this baby up with you guys. And by tomorrow, I think we'll have this baby done.
The next morning.
Alright guys, so we finally got this finished. I did the filler primer and the base primer and did a nice little wet sanding. It took a little bit longer than I expected last night. Took me probably a good 2-3 hours to do it. I worked until it actually did get dark, which would have been bad to record because I don't have an external light source to bring outside with me to do it. So, as you can see, we actually have the whole thing finally primed. We did a nice wet sanding, so it's actually ready for paint now. And if you guys are wondering, yep, the little horns are now actually attached, and they actually look like they've been there the whole time because there are no seams to show the separation, as well as you guys remember, these were actually just 2 pieces. So the good thing is now it's all finished and it's ready for paint. So what we're going to be doing is giving this a nice white coating, flat white, and then we're going to go right here and do the silver. After that, with silver, I'm going to do a clear matte coating, tape it off, and then add in the gold. And the black, I'm actually going to paint by hand, and then add the clear coat last. So, keep in mind, guys, this is going to take a little while, but for you guys, it's going to take seconds. So let's go into a time lapse and finish this baby up for you guys. Let's get started, right? Alright guys, so we finally have the beautiful Lord Drakkon Evolution 2 completely finished. It took a little bit longer than I anticipated. I had to do a few little touch-ups, and the painting by hand, it was a little tedious. It took God knows how long. It took a few days to do this. I didn't think I would make it. I actually made it by the end of the day, and at the end of the day, this is what we have. This file actually came from a good friend of mine. You can actually find his stuff on Instagram and Facebook. I will leave the link on the description below, so that way you guys can see it. This is a file that he personally modeled, and you could also buy the file yourself on Etsy. It's sold by a guy named Nelly. He sells the file, and that's where I actually picked it up on sale because of Black Friday. But as you can see, this thing came out so beautiful. One of the problems that I had, though, is that I didn't have enough PTEG material. So what I did was actually take a big piece that I had. I didn't have enough, so I ended up getting another piece right here, and just basically connecting them together, and then using a red tinted plastic. I don't know what it's meant for, but I did find it on Amazon. I will also put a link on that down below. It is not completely dark. What I want to do is get a metallic red that's basically you can't see, but I don't know where to get it. If you guys know where to get it, just let me know. Leave it in the comments down below where I can actually purchase that stuff, because that thing would come in handy for a lot of different helmets, including Dino Thunder, which I really would like to make Dino Thunder red and have the visor to be more precise and not be able to see anybody's face. So if you guys know where to get that, let me know in the comments down below. So this is all basically took me about 5 to 6 days. I almost barely didn't make it in time to post this video up, because when I was editing the video the first time, I had a little bit of an issue due to the fact that my Premiere Pro program, when I tried to open the file, there was nothing. So I had to re-edit the whole thing from scratch. So what I did was edit little by little every time I cut a scene. I re-edited it, saved it, exported it, and then just kept adding. So it took a long time. But yeah, this is so badass. I really love this. This actually is going to be using the magnetic system. It's not really a system, but instead of using latches, I'm going to have the magnets on the inside with basically a nylon elastic strap on the inside holding at both ends. This thing does actually have keys on the side, so they will actually mash up and close nicely. And this baby is beautiful. The next video that I'm going to be working on, I'm just going to let you guys know this for a fact. I'm going to be working on a video of a new Ranger helmet that's never been done before, because it's based off of fan art that was found on DeviantArt, and something I thought about doing, and one of my friends actually modeled the helmet based on that DeviantArt drawing with the permission of the artist. And then I contacted the girl who played Chun-Li in the Legacy Wars mini-movie. So I contacted her, so we're going to be making that helmet for her, so she can have as a gift, and hopefully she will make a video and give us a shout out or anything. And I hope that she loves it, because it's going to be in the next video. I'm going to show you how we do it, get it set, get it ready, and ship it out to her. And I can't wait. I can't wait till she gets it in her hand, because this is going to be the first look of Chun-Li Ranger. If you did stay for the whole video, thank you very much. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you do and click that notification bell, because if you click that notification bell, you will be notified of every time I drop a new video. And I do drop a new video every Friday or Saturday. So make sure that you subscribe, because I'm going to be making more of these amazing Power Ranger helmet characters. And if you guys have a recommendation of a helmet you want to see me make, and you want to know how to make your own and where to get the materials, leave the name of the Ranger that you want to see, tell me what you want to learn, and I will make a video for you guys. So guys, you guys have a great, amazing week. I hope to see you again next weekend when I drop the next video of the Chun-Li Ranger. Stay tuned, because you don't know, I might drop it early. Who knows? It could be early. Maybe. But stay tuned, guys, because I will be bringing you that video in the next coming week. So you guys, take care. Bye.